Hi boys and girls, it's time for art class. My name is Miss Melissa, and guess what we are going to be learning about today? I'll give you a hint. Here I have a picture of some strawberries, and here, if you could see this red shaped boot, that is the state of Louisiana. Think about it. What does Louisiana and strawberries have to do with each other? Well, we are going to learn about the Louisiana State fruit, which is the strawberries. And it's springtime, which is always a good time to see strawberries growing in a garden. It's even a good time to pick them so you can eat them. So come on, let's get our supplies because we are going to make a basket full of strawberries just like this. And I'm going to show you how to make this step by step. You are going to need 4 sheets of construction paper. 2 of those sheets need to be red and green. One's going to be for the strawberries, the other's going to be for the stem of the strawberries. And then the other 2 sheets you're going to need will be for the color of the basket and your background. So you can pick any colors you want. For example, I chose brown for my basket and pink for the background. If you want a white basket, you would choose white paper. If you want blue in the background, you would choose a blue paper. So go ahead and get your 4 sheets of construction paper. Remember, you need to have 1 red, 1 green, and then 2 sheets are your choice. You will also need a pair of pencils, a pair of scissors and a glue stick, and your box of markers. On May 17th, 2001, the strawberry became the Louisiana State fruit. Ponchatoula is the strawberry capital of Louisiana, and an annual strawberry festival is held there. Did you know that the little town of Ponchatoula has about 5,000 people? Guess how many people go there for the festival of strawberries? 300,000 people. Did you know that strawberries are planted from October or November, and then they will grow all the way until June when you'll start to see the berries pop up? Now, as you can see, this is a plant of a strawberry that's planted in the ground, in the soil. And here you can see that the plant, the whole plant itself of the strawberries, is planted in a pot. Now, you can plant strawberries either way, in the ground or with soil in a pot. I've tried to put them in a pot. I think they do better in the ground, but that was just my experience. I was thinking we could use our imagination and pretend that we just picked a bunch of strawberries from our plant growing and we put them in a basket. Then it would look something like this. I'm actually going to show you how to make the basket today and the red fruit of the strawberry with the green stem. All right, boys and girls, what I would like you to do is to get your papers out. We're going to be doing a lot of folding. Now, we're going to fold our red and green for our strawberry and our stems, and we're also going to be folding the paper for our basket. So make sure you get your red, green, and basket colored paper. And please put the background paper aside. We do not need it yet. We're just going to be working with these three colors, red, green, and the color for your basket. I would like you to copy off of me. We're going to do lots of folding together. Ready? Let's stack up these three sheets, the red, the green, and the color for your basket. First thing we're going to do is take all of these papers and fold it in half. Make sure the corners and the sides touch. When they touch, then you can just press and make a big crease, just like that. Very good. Now, I want you to open it up. You should have a red folded paper, a green folded paper, and the basket color. So I'm going to take my basket color, mine is brown. Please put your red and green paper aside. Please get the paper that you want for your basket. We're going to work on that one first. Copy off of me. We're going to cut this in half. I want you to open and close on the crease, and we're just going to cut this in half, just like that. You should have two pieces of paper. All right, boys and girls. Now, what I would like you to do is put one aside, and I want you to turn it going the long ways. And you're going to need your pencil. We're going to make a handle for the basket, kind of like an Easter basket, okay? So what I'd like you to do with your pencil is make a mark right at the bottom end of the paper, and you're going to make another mark on the bottom end of this paper. Do you see that? We're going to draw a big rainbow from one mark to the other. Let's do it together. Watch. And it's a big curvy line. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right? Now we'd like our basket to have a nice handle, something easy to hold on to. So I am going to, watch, go across and put another mark about here and about there. I'd like a wide handle. Watch. And going to make another curve. Looks like we're getting a rainbow. Do you see that? How many curves did I draw? 2. 1 and 2. Now we're going to cut this out together. This is going to be the top part of our basket. Watch. Grab your scissors and open. Always open your scissors wide and keep your fingers away from the scissors. And if you worked with me before, you'll see that I like to turn the paper or even turn my scissors. All right, and now I'm going to cut the top part. So you should be cutting with me. And if you're not cutting with me and you're still drawing, we'll finish up the drawing and you can just watch and catch up. Open and close. All right. Once you get your handle, as you can see, I finished my handle. Do you see these scrap sheets of paper? We don't need these. We can put these aside and throw them away. And I like to put the pencil on the back so we don't see it. Now, as you're cutting your handle, I'm just going to show you. Remember that other sheet of paper that we had for our basket that I told you to put aside because we only used half? Well, now we're going to get to use the other half. Okay, remember we cut it in half. So guess what? This sheet that goes the long way, we're gonna fold it in half and make a hot dog. Can you do that with me? So finish cutting out your handle, and now we're going to fold our other basket sheet of paper in half to where we make a hot dog, and it goes the long way. I'm gonna cut this out on the fold. We're doing a lot of folding in halves today. And if you folded it the wrong way, that's okay. You can open it back up and refold it till you get a hot dog shape. Now look what happens whenever you cut on the crease. You get 2 of them. Guess what, boys and girls? We only need 1, so you can get rid of 1. So the top half, we made a handle, and the bottom half will be the basket. Do you see that? And we're going to glue this together right in the middle of your background paper. So as soon as you're finished cutting out your basket, I would like you to glue it with me. So get your background paper, mine is pink, and your glue stick, and check it out. I'm just gonna rub the glue on the back of my handle and stick it down. And I like to rub. Now check this out. Do you see how my basket matches perfectly? Whenever you're picking strawberries, we want them to fit, right? If this was a real basket. But whenever we are going to glue strawberries, we're gonna need to tuck them in. So do you see how this lines up? Do you see where the inside handle is on the basket? I'm gonna make a mark, and you can do this with me. Here's the inside handle, here's the inside handle, right? I'm gonna draw a little curvy line. You may be wondering why. Because I'm not gonna glue this down right here. I want my strawberries to get tucked in my basket. So after you draw a little curve where the inside of the handles touch the basket, then you can put glue all around it, and I will show you how this will help us. See? You see how I didn't put any glue there? Now watch. I'm going to turn it over, and you're going to press. Press down really good so it sticks. Okay, now watch. Everything is sticking, right? But look, where I didn't put the glue, I'll be able to tuck in my strawberries. All right, boys and girls, so go ahead and finish cutting out your handle and gluing it, and cutting out your basket and gluing that, except make sure to leave a little curve at the top that you don't glue so you can stick your strawberries in there. Speaking of, it's time to make our strawberries. Let's go ahead and get our green sheet and our red sheet. Do you remember how I had you fold these already? Good. Now we can cut each one on the crease. So watch. You're going to take your scissors and cut right along the crease of the green. Okay? Stack them up. Let's put this aside, and we're going to do the same thing. Let's cut right along the crease of the red construction sheet of paper. Very good. All right, so we can work with the red. I need you to copy off of me. We're going to be doing lots of folding. So stack up your 2 sheets of red, and we're going to fold it just like this. We want the paper the long way. Bring one side over. It kind of looks like a little book. Make a crease. We're folding both of them at the same time. Okay, now I want you to open it up and we're going to cut. We're going to cut both of our red sheets of paper out at the same time. Take your time. Open and close. So now when I put these together, you should have what? 1, 2, 3, and 4 sheets of red paper. Guess what? We're going to stack them up and we're going to fold them over one more time all together. 4 sheets of red paper, fold it in half all at the same time and press. And this is our last time. Now open it up and guess what, boys and girls? We are going to cut all 4 sheets of paper out. Now if this is too hard for you to cut all 4 at the same time, you could always cut 2 out at the same time. See? This is 2. And then the other 2. That's fine. But basically, once you open up those sheets of paper, you cut on the fold. This is how many red sheets of paper you should have. Ready? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're only going to have time to do 4 today. So let's count 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to work with 4 today, and you could save these other sheets of paper for later, okay? All right, so I'm going to put this aside. Now, let's go ahead and get our green paper because we're going to need to make our stems to go on top of our strawberries. All right, so how many sheets of green paper do you have? 2. You should have 2. Ready? Stack them up together and fold both of them in half. You got it. We're going to do the same thing with the green as we did with the red. After you fold them together, then we're going to open it up. And what? You got it. We're going to cut both of them, because I have 2, at the same time on the crease. Very good, boys and girls. And how many do you think we're going to have now? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You got it. After you cut out those sheets and you have 4, I want you to stack them up going this way. And guess what? You're going to fold them in half at the same time to get a mini book. You want the sides and the corners to touch. Now, if it was too hard for you to fold all 4, you could have folded 2 in half. I know you can do 2, huh? So I could show you. You see? Fold 2 and fold 2. Either way. So however you can do it. Some of you can put them all together. That's fine. So once you fold them all in half, now what do? You are going to cut. I'm going to cut all 4 at the same time. Remember, if 4 is too many, you can always put 2 together. And that is it. After you cut along the crease, how many should you have? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. You should have 8 rectangular green sheets. Now, if you want to have 8 strawberries, you can, but we're not going to have time to make 8 strawberries. So I'll tell you what, let's make 4 together, and then you can put 4 aside, and you can make more later. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to save these 4 sheets for later. And I know I'm going to be able to work with these 4 today. All right? So I want you to get your 4 sheets of green and your 4 sheets of red. Stack them up. The magic word of the day is fold. Make sure they go the long way. We're going to fold these in half again. But we're not going to cut. We are just going to fold. All right? We're making mini books. Take your red, fold it in half. I think it's going to be really hard for you to cut 4 at the same time. So what I want you to do is after you fold your whole stack in half, I want you to take 2 reds, keep them together folded, and then take 2 other reds, keep these together folded. We're going to do the same thing with the green. Ready? Let's take 2 green folded and these 2 green folded. Keep them together. So we have 2 green, 2 green, 2 red, 2 red. We have to draw on the closed part. Okay, now I'm going to get these out the way so you could see. All right, so I have my 2 red. Watch. I'm going to go straight, curve, and bring it down. Now it's a little bit of a rounded triangle. If you have a hard time with that, that's fine. You could always just draw a triangle. Let's do that again. Ready? Draw a half triangle on the fold. And you have 2 sheets together. Now we're going to cut these out. Watch. Open your scissors up wide. You can turn your paper, and when you open them up, look at what you get. It's kind of shaped like a strawberry, right? And this is a scrap. I'll do another one. We'll cut it out. Remember, we're keeping 2 together. And wow, that's a big strawberry. And if you find that they are too big, you could always fold it back and you could trim off the sides. See? Now I have 4 strawberries, and we could put this aside to throw away. Very good, boys and girls. So now that I have my 4 strawberries, all we have left is our stems. Can I show you how to do this? Take a look on the fold, right here on the fold, the open parts over there. You're going to take your pencil and draw a rectangle, then a half circle. A rectangle and a half circle. We're going to do that on both sheets of paper. A rectangle with a half circle. Once you draw that, you can cut it out. And keep in mind, we have 2 sheets of paper together. Look what happens when you cut it out. That becomes the stem of the strawberry, see? Okay, boys and girls, so this is a scrap. And we have 1 left. So now, if 2 sheets of paper is too hard for you, that's okay. You could always just cut out 1 at a time, and it'll just take you a little bit longer. So I'm going to throw my scrap away. Let's see what I have. And I'm going to put the pencil on the back. When I open this up, I have 4 stems. Pretty cool. Now, if you think they're too big, you could always trim them down. See? Now we can glue them in our basket. You get to tuck them in if you left this area. So now you just need to get your glue stick and rub the glue on the back of the strawberries and place them wherever you would like. You can have them overlapping. You can put them on top of each other, behind each other. I think I'm going to do like that. So once you place your strawberries in, now you just have to get some glue on the stems, and you can place those on top of your strawberries. Wow, this is coming out great. Now keep in mind, boys and girls, you can always make more strawberries when you get home. All right, boys and girls, so here's a sneak preview of what my basket of strawberries looks like. After you finish gluing your stems and strawberries inside of your basket, you can take your red marker and put some dotted little marks on your strawberry. And you could even take your any color marker and draw some straight slanted lines going both directions on your basket. And for my handle, I used curvy lines. I think you're doing a great job, boys and girls. I'm so glad you joined me today. I had a lot of fun creating our basket of strawberries together. Do you remember what lines and shapes that we needed to create our strawberries? Very good. We used lots of straight and curvy lines, and the strawberry with the stems were very similar to what shape? That's right. Triangles for the strawberry and rectangles and circles for the stem. As you go through the rest of your week, I hope you get a chance to see strawberries at the grocery store. Maybe you will even get to buy some, or maybe you will get to buy some seeds so you can grow your own in your very own garden. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you next time.